Jay-Z's past with R. Kelly is coming back to haunt him in front of his kids. During the biggest moment in Blue Ivy's career, for the first time, it was embarrassing for her to be seen with her father. Even though they smiled for the cameras, Jay-Z provided little for them to smile about. He did 2 consecutive albums with R. Kelly, so it's safe to say Jay-Z and R. Kelly had chemistry, not to mention his lifelong relationship with Diddy, who is being accused of the same types of crimes as R. Kelly. Now the world is looking at Jay-Z like he's the worst one of them all. I would hate to think that Jay-Z is the monster they're making him out to be, but according to people that called into my podcast, he's been the biggest monster since day one. Y'all need to listen at this. Yo, hello, who this is, man?
Yo, what's up, man? It's Tyler calling out of Houston, Texas.
Hey, what's going on? We got H-Town in the building. What's on your mind, bro?
Yo, first off, thanks for taking my call, man. But yo, just like Jay-Z doing an investigation on this attorney, he know the people that he dealing with, man. This dude made like 2 albums with R. Kelly, man.
Yeah.
R. Kelly was infamous. Everybody knew what this dude was doing, man. If you walked into the studio, even DMX did an interview to where he said it was underage girls with R. Kelly in the studio while he was recording albums, man.
Yeah.
Even Diddy, man. Everybody in the industry know what this dude was doing. It was only a problem when it came out. So Jay-Z deserved his day in court, if it even go to court, man. I'm not saying he did or didn't do it. But what I'm saying is when you put yourself in a situation to where you dealing with individuals that you know participating in certain activity, I mean, sooner or later you're going to get caught up in the same situations that they in, man. They say that he was messing with Beyonce when she was 19, but that's when they made their relationship public. You don't know how long he was talking to Beyonce, man. Not only is he linked to Beyonce when she was either close to a minor or was a minor, these the same people, R. Kelly, Jay-Z, Dame Dash, they was affiliated with Aaliyah, and we already know the situation that she was being pimped out in the industry when she was underage, man. So it's one of the things to where when you see smoke, and Jay-Z been around a lot of smoke, man, that has been fires with Diddy, with a lot of these people, man. So I don't know if he did it or not. It's just an allegation. But what I will say is, just like everybody else with power, whether it's R. Kelly, whether it's Diddy, whether it's Jeffrey Epstein, whether it's Harvey Weinstein, they don't do this type of thing one time because they have the power and influence to get away with it. So if this allegation is true with Jay-Z, you're going to hear more people coming out. If it's not true, more than likely, it's just going to be this one accusation and it's not going to have any merit. But it sounds like a lot of these people that were violating people were out of control and they were doing it because they could. So if this is true with Jay-Z, this not going to be the only person, you know, that come out saying that he might or might not have done these predatory things, man.
Hey, you know what's crazy, bruh? In the entertainment business, I've been seeing a trend. It seemed like a lot of entertainers are pimping out their kids. Now, I know you from H-Town, so you know about Erykah Badu. There's pictures of Erykah Badu with her young daughter, looking like she pimping out her daughter. Erykah Badu dressed up from head to toe. She got her face covered. You can't even see her feet or none of that. But her daughter is basically butt naked at these events with her. You got pictures of her and her daughter looking back at the camera. So by them knowing what the industry is about, why would they pimp their kids out there? Are they trying to give them a head start or what's up with that? And you see Blue Ivy on the red carpet with Jay-Z and Beyonce, and she dressed like she Beyonce or somebody, and you figure she's only 12. Shouldn't she be more dressed more appropriate? Like, if you willing to put your child out there like that, then you not concerned about other people's kids being put out there like that as well.
Well, again, man, you got to remember, it's Jay-Z and Beyonce telling you that they respectable, man. I mean, it was one video. They in suits and dresses, man. They next to all this high class art, like they want to be seen as, I don't want to say politicians, but respectable higher ups. But in reality, these entertainers are muses, man. They're clowns that get paid to entertain us, man, to dance for us, to sing for us, and to make fools out of themselves for us. So, of course, Erykah Badu gonna put her daughter up because that's the game, that's the industry that they in, and they are gonna showcase themselves for our entertainment, man. So it's contradictory to your point. You got Blue Ivy, who's a 12-year-old, but they're trying to present her, you know, as a woman. This 12-year-old girl had a full face of makeup on, man. For what? Just because she had a premiere, but she's still a child. But they not presenting her in that way. You know what I'm saying? Even they had this chick in high heels. She looked taller than Beyonce, man. I'm like, man, what the hell is going on, man? But that's who these people are, man. They're muses, they're clowns, they're entertainers, man. And I think a lot of us forget that. I think because we see them on the televisions and the big screens, we think these people are more important than what they are. They're important in the sense that they have money, but as far as what their jobs are, these people are, like I said, man, they're here, they're clowns, and they're here for our entertainment. And one last thing, like I said, man, with Diddy, with Jay-Z, man, I'm not saying he guilty, man. I'm not saying he innocent, man. I have no idea. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can go on there and say anything. So what I will say, though, is if this is true, I mean, it got to be some type of paper trail. You just can't go up in public and say somebody violated you 20 plus years ago. That don't mean that it's not true. I'll ask you this, man. Let's say it was the same situation. Let's say you were a 13, 14-year-old boy and you went over somebody's house, and let's say a man violated you. Would you run home and tell your dad that a man violated you?
Hell
you
yeah.
would? You wouldn't be embarrassed? You wouldn't be ashamed?
Hey, man, justice got to be served.
That's easy for you to say, but what I'm saying is if a man ran up inside you, I don't think that as a boy, you will be quick to tell your dad that a man made you get on your knees or do whatever. That wouldn't be your first instinct. Your first instinct would be, I'm ashamed of what happened to me, and I don't know if I want to tell my father that this was done to me, because it might make them look at me in a different light. It's not as easy as, well, something happened to me, let me just go report it like you got robbed. It's deeper than that, man, because you got violated. And your family, your friends, they might not look at you the same if you go to them and tell you, yo, Jay-Z did this to me. Another man did this to me. So you got to put yourself in their situation, man. Just because something happened to you, that don't mean you're going to be quick. You're going to be excited to run and tell somebody exactly when it happened, what happened to you, man. That's all I'm saying, man. What's up?
Yeah, fortunately for me, that never happened, so I really can't even speak. I don't know what I would do in a situation like that. You know, I would imagine that if you in pain and you a child and you need some help, like what you gonna do? Fight through the pain? You just not gonna. But hey, it's people out there that really been through this, so I would have to leave that question for somebody like that to fill in the blanks. But I see exactly where you're coming from, though.
Yeah, it's been, I mean, it might not be a situation that extreme, but it's been situations you probably been in as a teenager that you probably needed assistance, but you didn't go tell your parents because either you didn't want to get in trouble or you felt like you did something wrong, so you was just gonna take whatever happened and move on. So it might be a situation where she, like they said, a person might be at a party they wasn't supposed to be at, and something bad happened to them. But it's like, damn, man, I wasn't even supposed to be there, man. I don't know how my people gonna react, man. If I tell them this, it's embarrassing, man. So
according to her lawsuit, after it happened, she went to the nearest gas station and called her pops. So it's 2, 3, 4 in the morning. She 13 years old. She calling her dad from a gas station. When she get in the car, the first thing he gonna ask is where the hell you been and what the hell going on?
Well, I'll say this in terms of her case. You said, and we don't know what this chick looked like. We haven't seen her. We don't know what her. Okay, so the point I'm trying to get at is you saying that you were drugged. All of this happened in the same night, man. So if you just took a drink to the point to where you got drugged, even when you wake up, you're not just gonna be fully cognitive. You still gonna be feeling the effects of a drug. So you telling me that as a 13-year-old girl, when you woke up from being drugged and you were actively being assaulted, you were able to punch a grown man in the neck. And mind you, she was saying it wasn't just Jay-Z, it was allegedly Diddy. So these are two grown men in this room with you. You were able to overpower them, be able to grab your clothes. Now, did she get dressed? Did she run downstairs naked? If so, did anybody see her? Like, these are all questions that have to be asked in court. Because it has to make sense, man. And her story as told to me, just thinking about the logistics, to me it doesn't make sense. But again, I don't know how normal it would be to see somebody running around or walking around naked at one of these parties. I don't know that, like, we don't live in this. I don't know. But to me, it don't make sense.
You know, we all trying to process this, but I made this video because Jay-Z wrote in his statement that he got to explain this to his kids. So for his daughter to be so young, and now she's coming to the age to where as parents, they got to have talks with her about stuff like this. So how you going to start the conversation about her innocence and, you know, the way she going to live her life when accusations is out there like this about her father? How can he have that father-daughter conversation about things like this when he's being accused, even though it's alleged? How can she process this in her head? And this is this all happened around the time of her greatest achievement so far, this Mufasa movie premiere. He's there, and all they could seem to talk about, his allegations is overshadowing her biggest moment. How do you think that make her feel, man?
Well, not only her, but he did this to his wife too, man, because his lifestyle and his past has been a liability to his family. Because again, his lifestyle, he was cheating on his wife. That, you know, we already know about Becky, but presumably it was more than one woman, man, and it all came back on their family, and his kids had to hear about that. Now we hearing about some stuff that allegedly happened 24 years ago, and it's hard for people to see that. But this ain't, you know, President Hove, this big pimping Hove, man, this back with the baggy, this is a totally different dude from what we see now. So with that being said, man, again, to be fair to Jay-Z, like I said, man, this is just one allegation, and the logistics of it, I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but I'm just saying, walking through the steps to make it make sense, it's hard for me to believe that a drug child would be able to overpower two men and escape that situation and have enough cognitive you know, awareness to walk to a gas station after she's just been drugged. And also her father picking her up after she's been raped and drugged and not notice anything wrong. Like, the logistics of it is the details of it don't exactly make sense to me. But again, Jay-Z been a liability to his family, and he put his wife in that situation, and now unfortunately his daughter have to deal with this situation that he might not have put them in. So,
man, it's disturbing and it's sick, man. All we could do is pray for the kids in this situation, because they the ones that's gonna suffer in the long run with these accusations. You see what Diddy kids going through, so we just gonna have to pray, man. We want to thank you so much for your phone call. You called in and kept it all the way real. Don't be no stranger, man. Make sure you call back the next time I go live. We gonna be looking forward to it. We gonna holler at you soon, bruh. You be good, no doubt, no doubt. Yo, shout out to him, calling all the way from the H-Town. I got love for y'all down there in Houston. Real talk. Y'all remember on that movie Belly? I don't know no Tiana. Who this little chick calling your phone? I don't know that little man. That little kindergarten bitch, I don't know no Tiana. Remember that? It was the norm. People seen this movie 1,000, a million times and ain't think nothing of it. When Tommy Buns was getting blessed by the middle schooler in the movie, and people thought that was the coolest shit. When the truth of the matter is, it was the norm. Back, she in the damn car sucking on the lollipop, waiting for him to get done with whatever he doing so she can handle her business so he could break her off with a little bit of money. Beep, beep, then I'm picking her up, make her play with the stick in the truck. Plenty chicks want to put Jigga Fist in cuffs, divorce him and split his bucks. Beep, beep, then I'm picking her up, make her play with the stick in the truck. So he pulling up the chicks' houses, beep, beep, beep. They come out just like that. Like on the Belly movie. People give a blind eye to stuff like they've been putting it in your face for a long time. This is a Def Jam production. Hype Williams, the same dude that directed all of the hip hop videos, the same dude that directed the Big Pimpin' video, put this in his movie. Y'all remember it? She called the chick. She pick up the phone. She got pink everything on her Barbie shit before Nicki Minaj was even out. I've been saying this since you've been playing with Barbies and Ken. You can't change and play a game in the ninth inning. She's still playing with Barbies and Kens. Y'all remember the movie, man. And that's just one example. But this is especially in New York. I don't know, people so quick to talk about Southerners and the kissing cousins or whatnot, but what about in New York when all they do, or upstate period, or in Chicago, you name it. It's disgusting, man. Yo, hello, who this is, man?
Hey, Shawn.
Yo, what's going on? Who this be?
It's Bruno. How you doing, pal?
Oh, man, we over here having a deep conversation about Jay-Z. It's looking like he ruined his relationship with his kids. How you feel about all this stuff, man?
Well, I feel bad for his kids and all that, but, looking back, did he feel bad for, allegedly if he did this? You know what I mean? I'm sure it's not the only one. What do you think?
I think at the time when all of this was going on, he come up in the 80s era. He quick to tell you about how he been moving weight since 88. He been around for a long time. And one thing for sure, back then, before social media, before the internet and all that shit, men was moving a certain type of way, like R. Kelly, and all of them was in on it.
Yep. No. So I don't know, man. I think the Busby there, I think he got an ace up his sleeve. I think a video's gonna drop. What do you think? Something like that? I think he got something. I think he's just holding off before he drops something.
I think with hip hop being so vile and the culture being so vulgar, that whatever they say is not far-fetched due to the content and the material they've been putting out for the past, 40, 50 years.
Yeah. It's just sad though, man, when it involves kids, that's you gotta draw the line, It's crazy.
Yeah, man. But a lot of people are becoming victims of their times. They're saying what Bill Cosby did, it was horrible. But back then, it was the norm. He was talking about it on the Larry King Live, and it was a casual conversation. Like, that's just what they did back in the day. I'm not saying it's right, but during the time, it was normal. That's like people in the future getting persecuted for having tattoos. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
30
Crazy,
years from now, everybody trying to cover or remove their tattoos, and they pulling up pictures. You had tattoos back in the day.
Yeah.
Everybody had tattoos.
It's crazy, Shawn. When you look back, you see like the Playboy Mansion and all that. I think everything's derived from that. You know what I mean? I think he was like probably like the OG of all that back in the 60s, the 70s, and all these other cats just try to copy it. You know what I mean? You kind of get that vibe a little bit. I don't know. Who knows,
man.
right?
It's crazy. Now, I know you from the old school and everything. Bobby Brown had a song talking about tenderonis. Tenderonis this, tenderonis that. And you wonder, what the hell is a tenderoni? When you look at the definition, It's slang. It's a slang term for a younger romantic interest or someone who is too young to be involved with. It's made up words tender, which means young, and roni, which is an affectionate term for a male or a female. So when they talking about I want a tenderoni and they sing about tenderoni, I got me a nice little sweet tenderoni. Whenever you hear that
Uh-huh.
term, it's talking
Yep.
about a older dude or older woman dealing with somebody that's way too young for them to be dealing with. And for Bobby Brown to make a song on the radio where everybody's
Well, they
singing
say
along,
Babyface wrote that for Bobby Brown, though.
well, that goes to
That's what I
show.
heard. That's what I heard. I could have sworn I read that somewhere or saw it on TV. Babyface wrote that song for Bobby Brown. Whether that's, I
It's
don't know. Maybe someone else might know that. But
pop culture.
yeah, man, it's funny you say Bobby Brown. He's from my neck of the woods. I'm up in Boston. He where he
Oh, we
grew up in
know.
Orchard Park in the
We know.
projects. I ran into him back in '89. I used to be a cop in Boston back in the '80s.
That's what's up.
He was a respectful dude back then. But when he's around, with his clan, with all his buddies and stuff, they did their thing.
Yeah. Rick James got a song talking about she was 17, 17, and she was sexy.
Yeah.
It was on the radio.
Crazy things behind those closed doors.
Man,
But
it's sick. But like I was saying in the beginning of the video, it just so happens all of this come out on Jay-Z when his beautiful young daughter is finally getting her shining moment. Can you imagine what it was like leading up to this?
sad.
She's doing the movie. It's a Mufasa. It's going to be big. Beyonce's in it. They celebrating. They probably had a big dinner about it. He coaching her through it. This is your moment, Blue. You're going to make it. You're
Man,
going to be a star. This is up from here. Congratulations to my baby girl. And bam, at the
it's
premiere,
something
he's stand
she'll remember that the rest of her life.
for the rest of her life, man. And where
She'll
do they
carry
go
that.
from
Yeah.
here? Like where do they go from here, man? How can the relationship it
Yeah.
has to take a tear on the relationship.
Yeah. Poor kids, man. That's what I'm saying. When the kids are involved, that's where it gets nuts. Come on now.
She don't deserve this,
They,
man. She didn't do
uh,
nothing to deserve this. And that goes for Beyonce too. She knows she came up with Marcus Houston, B2K. She was involved, her father was involved with Chris Stokes. And if you know anything about them B2K allegations, it was a lot of foul things going on between older people and younger people back then too. So she's well aware of the entertainment business. And for her daughter, for them to even have her on the red carpet like this is suspect.
yeah. Do you think he knew it was coming? It was going to get blasted out by Busby, or was he? You think he was prepared for it, Jay-Z?
They've been playing this game with these entertainers. They're saying that Busby reached out to Jay-Z before it even came out to the public. He wanted to talk to him, basically get some money out of him to make all of this stuff go away. But Jay-Z felt like, I'm not gonna let you extort me. It's
Yeah.
basically like, look, you pay me and all of this will go away. You give me what I want, you don't have to worry about any of this. Since Jay-Z didn't want to play ball, then that's the reason why it's put out on. They put a blast out of the media. Been
Yeah.
waiting. It's all
In
about
the
money.
limelight now. It's everywhere.
Yeah, but if they didn't have
But
nothing, if it wasn't nothing to this, then I don't think he would be making all these public statements. He don't wrote 4 or 5 page letters about, and he's not even the type to be on social media. So for him to be doing all this talking, and it's him saying this stuff because he's writing it like he's rapping it.
yeah, I don't know. Probably by the end of this month, something's going to come out. I bet by the end of this week. Who knows? I really believe so. I think that Lloyd's not going to blast it out like that unless he really has something.
Yeah, man. Oh,
Jeopardizes himself, his reputation as a lawyer too.
hey, I gotta ask you this. Do you believe Jay Z can bounce back from all of this? Do you think there's a way in hell that he can get all of this to go away and things go back to normal and people treat him like how they treated him before?
I don't know, Shawn. I think that'd be hard. I don't know. It all
Yeah.
depends. If this is all BS and he gets through this, and you know what I mean, he can guess be strong for the future, I guess, right?
Hey,
Hopefully nothing else comes his way.
real talk. Hey, I got to talk to the people out there. If entertainment was entertaining, this type of stuff wouldn't even be making it to the mainstream news. If it was a blockbuster movie out there that was just killing the box office and the tickets they sold out, people, if it was another Avatar or some shit, if they had a
Hmm.
new Matrix movie or something big that was blockbuster and entertaining, they wouldn't even want to waste time on this right here. They would be too busy promoting other forms of entertainment. If it was anything
Yeah.
major going on that was worth seeing or worth hearing, they will push, they will put all their backing into promoting that. The problem is there's nothing more entertaining than this is the new age of entertainment. Allegations. They're not selling no records. They're not selling out arenas. They don't have no new music that people are excited about. So this is the only way you can squeeze a dollar out of the entertainment industry.
Yeah, it's sad too, man. It's crazy.
It's crazy, bro.
It's all
We,
crazy, Sean.
real talk. We gonna figure it out. And I appreciate your phone call too, man. Don't be no stranger. The next time we go live, call back all the way from Boston. We gonna holler at you soon, bro. Real talk. Yo, shout out to him, man. Yo, hello. Who this is?
How you doing, man? This is Eric from PG, Maryland, man.
Oh, that's
How you
so. We
doing?
got, man. We over here trying to figure it out. We got Maryland in the building. What's on your mind, bro?
Man, look, I think this whole thing is about shutting down the black billionaires, man. Because all of them being taken down all at once, man.
Yeah.
They talk. I think they made enough money off them where they don't need them no more. So it's time to get rid of them. You know,
Well,
that's what it seemed like to me.
yeah, and we don't have that many billionaires, and the ones we do have, they all getting knocked out at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Something is weird about this whole thing, man. It's like they're just getting them one by one, man. They're taking them out, like they don't, like they got some other plan for us or something, you know?
They've been swinging their weight around like they not in America. Like we not in America. Jay-Z went up there in the Grammys. Beyonce, I guess he figured he deserved it, and he gave a spat about it. He was on stage with Blue Ivy whining about how Beyonce should have got the Grammy. Like they haven't been giving her Grammy after Grammy for decades.
That's what me and my sister were talking about. Like Beyonce don't need more Grammys, you know?
Let
And
somebody else shine.
And that Blue Ivy performance on the stage, if I paid $3,000 to go see Beyonce, and I went up there and had to watch Blue Ivy do that corny ass performance I would have been pissed.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
man.
It wasn't like Blue Ivy. No disrespect to Blue Ivy, but it's not like she was talented. You know what I mean? She wasn't no prodigy, you know.
She
But
working on it. She's still young.
she's
She's
working on it,
still
right?
growing.
Yeah, I agree. She's working on it. You know what I mean? But she's not ready to take a crowd that paid $3,000 a ticket for. You know, that's my point.
Yeah, they said she needed to brush up on her dance moves or whatever. But if she's 12 now, she was a lot younger then. So I believe she got two talented parents or whatever. She gonna be all right. Jay-Z's Grammy speech about Beyonce reiterates an ongoing issue with the award. So not that long ago, they didn't even have a hip hop category at the
Yeah,
Grammys.
right.
Now they got a hip hop category, R&B, all of this
Well,
shit, and they up there. He got $1 billion in his pockets, and he's still fussing. And
right.
then they complain about her not getting awards at the Country Music Awards. Somebody felt like we got to put a stop to this shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah. But it just seemed like to me like they doing the same thing Masons do when you break the promise and they get rid of you. You know what I mean? It's almost like the same kind of move they're doing. You know, where they let them commit all those crimes back like 30 years ago. They let them get away with all those crimes so that they could save it. So that when they're ready to get rid of them, they'll bring it out to the forefront and get rid of them. You know, that's what it seems like it's happening to me.
They're becoming a nuisance, man. Now, when Whitney Houston was winning all them, she won like 8 Grammys in one night because you couldn't deny her talent. And this
Right.
was back in the 80s when they really probably didn't want to give her the awards, but you couldn't deny the voice.
Right.
But in Beyonce's case, the music and the Grammys don't add up.
No. But see, those Grammys she won though, that made Clyde Davis a lot more money, right?
Yeah, it did. It made him a whole lot. But we all can agree that Whitney Houston is a once in a lifetime talent.
Yes,
Beyonce, she was propelled to the front because of her relationship with Jay-Z. It's a power couple.
right,
And they
right,
swinging their weight around. It's like, damn, give us
right,
a break. Like we let you have this,
right,
we accept you in so many different areas, and y'all still not satisfied. So at the moment, and one thing Hollywood really don't believe in is nepotism. They bringing their daughter along for the ride. Like,
right,
okay, well, since this is our daughter, she gets the starring role in the Mufasa movie. They getting everything that they want and still complaining, like Diddy with the Ciroc. They let him be the CEO of Ciroc for like 20 years, and then he got the nerve to talk about racial discrimination, as
right.
if he wasn't the face of his black ass wasn't the face of their brand for the past 20 years.
Yeah, I mean, right. That's what I'm saying, man. It's I think it's a bigger picture to all this shit, man. These guys were doing dirt, 34 years ago, and they were allowing them to get away with it. But now, when they don't need them no more, or when they start, maybe because they start to become trouble, that's when they get rid of them. It was like the one thing with Gene Deal, whatever his name was, the bodyguard. He was saying that. He was saying that one time when Diddy came home frustrated and upset, he was talking about. He said, "Man, I don't know if I got to get rid of Pac or if I got to get rid of Biggie, or I may have to get rid of both of them. But either way, they got to go. Like somebody scared him. It seemed like somebody called him into a room and told him that if you don't stop this East Coast West Coast shit, I want to get rid of Tupac, Biggie, and you. You know what I mean? That's the way he was acting. So I don't know, man. I just don't know.
I think that whole situation with Biggie and Tupac was when people smell blood and they want blood, they want more blood. The West Coast wanted blood. And
Yeah.
he didn't want it to be his blood. You know what I'm saying? And that's like with this situation, once Diddy went down and people seen the fact that he's not invincible, now people want to see Jay-Z go down for the sake of entertainment.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for Blue Ivy, man. And I hate to be speaking on people's kids, but damn, man, they dropped the ball with this one. They should have just, take the money, go somewhere, be married. They rocking the boat, and now it's falling on their kids' heads, man.
I'm telling you, man. If I had a family like that, man. If I had Beyonce as my wife, you kidding me? And Blue Ivy, I would just go somewhere and learn how to do oil painting or something. Pick up a hobby, man.
Something. But that goes to show the entertainment business, black entertainment is at its end, man. And before I go, I gotta say this. Hey, tell me if you agree with me or not, or if you feel like I'm wrong or you feel like I'm tripping. It seemed like when it comes to our people, black people, the soul is gone. Like with the soul is not there. The creativity, all the shit that we've been glorified for, it left the building.
I feel the same way. It's almost like we're just a shell of what we used to be, man. It's like it's hollow. There's a coldness out here. It's like no talent, nothing coming up that's great to listen to. I mean, you watch like the award show now. I mean, the award shows are not really that good to watch anymore. You used to really hear some good groups. But
not no more. It's dead. It's gone.
Yeah.
Like the soul. And the world depended on black people to provide the soul. They even got jazz museums in Japan. People still listening to old records. The Mexican community listen to oldies more than black people listen to oldies.
Yeah. I mean, the music. I used to be a bass player when I was young. I'm an old man now, but I was a bass player when I was young, man. And when I watch YouTube now, they got people of all races playing the old tunes that we were playing. Like the Brothers Johnson, Larry Graham, and I mean they're doing that kind of music now, and in those countries with the young kids. And it's like, what we provided, the contribution we gave to entertainment, man, it can't be matched, man. I mean,
shit, it's being matched now. You got Japanese, China, Asian. You got people in Asia, Korea making better R&B music than Black Americans.
Yeah, Yeah, and it sounds good too. That stuff sounds good what they produce. You know.
Sounds
But,
damn
man,
good, man. We're gonna have to figure it out, man. But one thing for sure, we appreciate your phone call, brother. We don't want you to be no stranger, man. I think this your first time calling. If it's not, make sure it's not your last time, man. We looking forward to your next call. And make sure you call back the next time I go live.
Yeah, I think it's my fifth time calling. Yeah. Okay.
Yo, that's what it is, bro. We gonna holler at you later, no doubt. Man, yo, hello. Who this is?
Yeah, what's going on, bro?
No doubt. Yo, we talking about Jay-Z. What's on your mind, man?
Yeah, I just wanted to say this, man. This thing with Jay-Z, you know, the picture's bigger than what people perceiving it to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's really about the takeover, man. What's happening is Jay-Z and Diddy and all of them, they have a lot of years in the game. And you have the senior people that's running these record companies, they about to step down and they want to leave it to their kids.
Mm-hmm.
And with Jay-Z and Diddy and all of them, they know how they're going to let their sons step in and take it over. And they've been down for all these years. And they're not going to want to listen to their sons. So this is all about them people being scared of black people taking over the music industry. Like that thing that Suge Knight and them talked about years ago about doing their own business, distributing their own music. That's what the seniors that's running the music business is afraid of. That's what all this is about. And when it comes to the money situation, they can't see black men having the money that they having, and they want to take it from them to bring them back down to reality. That's what all this is about. And who knows who's in Beyonce's ear coaching them, listen, if you get away from Jay-Z, we're going to do this and this and that. Because trust me, Beyonce ain't telling Jay-Z everything, and Jay-Z ain't telling Beyonce everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what that's all about. It's about the takeover. That's what they're afraid of. And black people need to let these people know that they're not going to stand back and just let them keep doing it to their people like this, because no one of another nationality, nothing is happening to them. They only doing it to black people.
This is the thing about it, brother. Nas said back in the day that hip hop is dead. He did an album cover where he had a black rose standing over the grave of hip hop, and it's if Nas said it back then that goes to show this legacy you talking about, them handing over to the next generation. Hip hop been dying. Can you imagine if Tupac Shakur came out in the doo-wop era in the 60s? He would have had a long-lasting, thriving career as a R&B singer. Tupac came in a time to where the music industry was so toxic to where he had no choice but to get on board with the gangster shit. When he first started rapping, he was on some political. He was born a Black Panther, a revolutionary. But the climate was so toxic that our great Tupac Shakur turned into a gangster rapper. Hip hop was black entertainment has been diseased for a long time.
You're right. And you're 110% right about that. And the only reason that happened is because it wasn't in the proper hands. And what happened was the black people that had got put on, they were so comfortable with just receiving a paycheck instead of talking about ownership and unifying something that they created, because it's never going to go right when someone creates something and it winds up in other people's hands to run it. And that's what this is all about. And that's why he said it's dead, because if you look at the music that's being made now, none of the music sound like none of the music from the mid-'80s, early 90s. Why? Because it turned into a thing of money. It turned into about a thing of money, and the blacks wasn't getting the money. The people making the music wasn't getting the money. The money was going to the owners. So when the blacks started seeing a couple of dollars, you know, they knew the music was going to wind up becoming garbage. And like the music right now is garbage. But once again, this is all about money. And them higher ups that's running the music industry don't want to leave Jay-Z and Diddy in motion when they get ready to step down, because when they go to put their sons and their family members in position, they're not going to be able to tell these type of people nothing because they've been in the game too long, and they're going to step over them. So they want to get them out the way to make the transition more easier for their family. That's what it's about, man.
I hear what you're saying. I agree with everything you're saying, but I want people to keep in mind when you see Jay-Z and his family, his mother-in-law, his daughter, just know that the foundation of all of this success is based off of crack. Therefore, this is like a Ozark type of family. They basically Ozark. They came up,
Yep.
he came up off of dope money, promoting
Yeah.
drug sales. America is at war against drugs, man. You got this dude, no matter how much he try to clean up his image and straighten things out, he's always going to be the crack king, man. He going to have that mystique over him his whole entire life. He can't escape that, man. It was fun while it lasted. But just like a lot of people in hip hop, all of the musicians that promoted crack or rapped about crack, shit, they can't get away from that. They gonna have to pay
Right.
one way or another. They not gonna let you walk off into the sunset happily ever
Right.
after when you based your whole career off of selling crack.
Right. You're right about that. But look at the flip side of that. Look at all these colleges like Columbia and all these Harvard. Columbia's library and Harvard and them buildings was built off of heroin money that was made when they campuses is built off of heroin money. This is a fact. Columbia's library, all that was built off of heroin money. Harvard, all that's drug money. You go back to the Kennedys. So no one real people that so-called got foundations in this thing that we call American society, none of it was built without it being built off of something illegal. It's just when it's have a black man's hand in it, that's when it becomes taboo. That's all it is, bro. That's all it is.
Hey, when the founders of Harvard, when they rap album get found or they dig it up out the ground, and when we see they rap videos with the founders of Harvard with them hoes with them booty shorts on and shit, then we could talk about that. But as of right now, we got footage of Jay-Z in the act. Big pimpin', spending cheese. Check them out now. Dame Dash on the boat with the bottle
Hey, yo, I
pouring
can dig
pouring the
all
lick on the chicks.
I didn't dig all that. Yo, you bugged out, family. But yo, on the real, yo, I'm telling you, man, this is all about a takeover, man. They don't want the people to really get in control of this, of anything, man. That's what it's all about. Because they control it. Trust me, they're gonna pass the money down. It's gonna go all black, and they don't want that, man. Because regardless of the amount of money that's being made right now, they'd rather have the money was ever being made going to their family than going to the creator's family. That's what it's all about, man.
What the people gonna do with the money besides give it back to Louis and Gucci and Fendi and bills and rent and mortgages and cars and houses, all that? Is we talk about black wealth, but who the other black people we gonna spend the money with that we want to spend the money with? A lot of us can't even stand doing business with black businesses.
Well, but you know what? But you're 110% correct on that. But what has to happen? What really has to happen? It has to be a movement led in these merging in these major urban communities, and it has to be signaled all the way back to the homeland. You understand? It has to be signaled all the way back to the homeland, and the people in these urban communities that's here making this music have to come to a situation where they got to stand up and really force anything that's being brought got to come from back home, and they got to change their directions back home as far as they letting all these Europeans come over to Africa, buying up all the land, controlling the jury. It has to be a major movement. You understand what I'm saying? All the people that's black or call themselves a part of the black movement and believe in this and that for the blacks, they gotta unite. Or if not, they gotta get out of here, because right now you have every other nationality consuming and acting like they created something that black people created, and none of the black people that's in power is saying, yo, hold up, yo ain't got nothing to do with that. Y'all visitors.
So you saying we should take all the resources and put it back into Africa?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is the people that's making the music in these urban communities in the United States have to come together and say, listen, this is what we're going to do. We're not going to buy no more Gucci, no more Louis Vuitton, this and that. It's going to have to be some people that's going to have to
Walmart.
But
Walmart.
brother, listen, if these people is spending $1,000 on a shirt, You understand what I'm saying? 2,500 on a pair of sneakers or something like that. Brother, it could be done. It's all about how you put it together, man. And
Man,
that's all I'm saying.
it's all about good customer service. You could sell some bullshit if you got good customer service. It ain't got to be. A lot of times, the reason why people want Gucci and Louis and Fendi is because they love the service they get when they go into these places. It's 5 stars. Shit,
Well,
if we had
well,
good customer service towards one another, you could sell a bullshit t-shirt like it's nothing. But the problem is
right,
we have horrible customer service when it comes to each other. But one thing for sure, we
right,
gonna figure it
but,
out, brother.
right,
Real talk.
right.
And your conversation, man, the way you said what you said all the way from Maryland, you put it all the way down, bro. That's why we gotta let you know. The next time when I go live, you got to call back because I love having these type of debates and you are intellectual and we appreciate that. So make sure you call back the next time we go live, bro. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. Yo, hello, who this is, man?
This Larry calling from PA. It sounded to me, I ain't gonna hold you, bro, throwing threats out. Like he talking about I am him, like indirectly in that there thing. He talking about like I'm that dude. And to be honest with you, he would want to push it towards the criminal side because if he doesn't push it towards the criminal side, the evidence doesn't have to be as much in a civil suit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, bro.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you saying
So
the reason why he wanted to make it a criminal suit is because they would have to provide some proof.
they would have to, and they probably have it. So he wants to push it towards that they're criminal because civilly they could probably prove it with very little evidence. You know what I'm saying? So for him to push it, yeah, send it over there. Send it to the criminal division where they can't prove it because in the civil division I know they can, and I know I'm hearing threats out of that their conversation. I know I'm hearing. You know, when you talk about I'm still that dude. I don't know, verbatim how he said it, but that's how I took it.
Yeah.
So, man, that's all I really got for you.
Yeah, man, and we appreciate that too. But I gotta ask you, do you feel like it's a possibility that Jay-Z can bounce back? Because in our community, I could see people in other communities saying, give him a pass. Like, there's no proof, whatever. They made up a story or, he's innocent. It seemed like every other nationality would be willing to accept the fact that he's innocent. But in our community, I got a feeling that all people want blood. People ain't gonna stop until, and that's the saddest part about it. We the main ones that have been screaming for Jay-Z. We've been wanting to see him fall ever since Diddy went down.
Well, I don't know if everybody per se wanted to see him fall. It's just how close they were, the proximity of him, how he could not know what was really going on. I don't know. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, anyway, I kind of knew or felt like this here was going to happen because, I mean, that's just the way they move. That's what they do, and it ain't start with Jay and Puffy neither. It's not going to end there either. I don't believe it. And as far as are people accepting them back, I can see it happening. I can see both Puff and Jay being accepted back as long as ain't no kids involved. But if wherever there's kids involved, they're both, whoever got anything with some kids involved, if they can prove anything about that, yeah, it's up for them.
Yeah, man. But even in the local neighborhoods, the drug dealers getting all the chicks of all ages or whatever the case is. If you got money, people are flocking towards you. Not only do they have money, but they got fame, celebrity, they in videos and stuff. They have access to whoever. And
Right.
I'm not trying to say that it's right. It's dead ass wrong. But if that's the case, the whole entertainment business need to be behind bars, man. Elvis Presley married a friggin' 14, 13-year-old.
I believe it. Listen, I'm almost 50 years old, bro, and I understand that since I've been a child listening to this and watching it unfold with Michael Jackson and Elvis and Prince and everybody else on the way up that we've forgotten about. Salute, because there've been a lot of deaths, imprisonments, missing people, poisonings, all types of stuff in that industry. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely crazy, man. All we could do is wait and see, but it's looking like once it start, it's going to end with somebody going to jail. We seen it with Bill Cosby. It started. Once that fire starts, it's going to end up in jail. Cosby ended up doing time. He was behind bars. R. Kelly still in jail. Diddy. I never thought I would see the day that Puff would be sitting behind bars. He's in jail right now. So they done started the fire with Jay-Z. It's a 90% chance that he's going to end up in an orange jumpsuit.
Absolutely. We never thought, we said this same thing about Bill Cosby. And I live in the county where they put him in jail. I was in the county jail that Bill Cosby was in. And let me tell you something. We said the same thing then. Who would have thought the father of America, Bill Cosby, at that time, now, and, a lot of people have heard the story, whatever, but at that time, when they said they was putting him in jail, man, that was unfathomable.
Would have never seen it coming. So for Jay-Z, with his past and the stuff that he put out, Bill Cosby put out nothing but positivity. He ain't never put out nothing vulgar and still ended up in jail. So for Jay-Z, man, it's looking like I would hate to see it, but
I would hate to see it too, because he was one of my favorites when I was younger too, man. I ain't gonna hold you, but I let go of rap. Like the other caller was saying, when they started turning into this new stuff where and now that, you got Jay and Puff running the show, it's like, it's a whole reset. It very well could be a whole reset if you get into conspiracies. It could be a whole bunch of things, but it's sad because, like I said, that was, him and Puff did it big, you know what I mean? They made us the soundtrack of our childhoods, you know what I mean? And then now, look, he doing it to his daughter. I don't care what they want her to look like. Mufasa, movie, grown, that girl is 12. And they had another 12-year-old that looked just like her laying on a table eating fruit off her.
That's horrible, man. Horrible.
Because if they had that girl right there that I see on the screen right now, laying on a table, you would think she's being represented as someone old enough, like she don't look 12.
It ain't right.
No, and I think that a lot of people are in denial. I think a lot of people is acting like they know more than they do. But hey, you can keep your eyes shut as long as you want. It was surprising for Bill, not so much for these dudes.
This ain't right, man. I can't stand the sight of how he got accusations out there about, endangering young girls, and then he got his man. Even when they did the Grammys, I said it before, man. When he had her up at the Grammys, and come on, man, you care or you don't care, and you figure as a father you should care. Like, you ain't going outside with that shit on, and you 12.
Exactly. Most of these, when I was in mid-age, a little younger, most people didn't want nobody to see their kids.
Hell no.
Mike brought his kids or his fake kids, whatever they were, outside with blankets over their face. And
called the kids blanket. Like, I don't even want y'all to see my kid's face.
Everybody had their kids rush to the car with the security and into the limo quick. Nobody seen nobody's kids until... everybody kept them hidden. Now,
can you imagine you about to go out to the movies or the dinner with your family? You get dressed, your wife get dressed. Okay, come on, kids. And your daughter come down the stairs with the blue ivy dress, no bra, just the skin, shoulders and shit showing. And so I'm ready. face full of
Yeah,
makeup. I'm ready. Let's go. You really gonna let her walk out the door like that?
she would have got drugged back up them steps by that curly hair. I'd have drug her straight back up them steps, daughter and all. Yep, let's go. And the dresses, yep, all that. You ain't going nowhere now. Stay home. We shut the door, and now me and mom are going out.
How you gonna fight, man? He fucking
Hard.
this right here is a bad look on his behalf because if you're not about them minors and shit, how could this even happen?
Exactly. Yes. 80% truth to every lie is. I heard that somewhere along the way. There might be some facts switched around, but there's some truth. The foundation and the base to a lie is almost always true. It's just little things moved around, reworded like Lil Woody did.
How is this? I would love to get his answer to how is this okay for a 12-year-old to be dressed like this, especially on a red for the world to see. If you how could you give a damn about somebody else's 13-year-old? If hey, I'm gonna leave it alone.
That's my point. That was kind of my point in what I was saying when I was like, this is the same type chick that would be laying on that table at a freak off. But this is your daughter now. So, yeah, I would like to know that answer from him, too. It's like, what? You got to be crazy. That girl is 12. She's not a teenager. She can't even pee straight yet. She act like this girl, like, what the? Leave that girl alone until she gets grown.
Yo, I'm gonna leave it alone, man, because people don't play about their kids and stuff. And I never talked about his daughter and stuff. And out of respect for them, I'm just gonna leave it alone, man. And we gonna have to leave it alone, man. Yo, but the next time I go live, brother, you gotta call back because you one of the realest of the realest, man. And we looking forward to that. Don't be no stranger. Make sure you call back, dog. We gonna holler at you soon, no doubt. Yo, hello. Who this is, man?
Oh man, what's up, man? This Trey from Mobile, bro.
Oh, that's what it's calling all the way from Mobile, Alabama. What's on your mind, bro?
Man, I just sitting here looking at your live right now. Hell no, Jay-Z ain't finna bounce back for this. Oh, that bitch died and burned the hell, man.
That's how you feel about. That's how you feel about
I never like Ho. I'm a big fan of music. Been listening to music all my life, homie, especially rapping, old school rap. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z just never sit right with me. Not even with the shit he spit. You feel me? And then shit, him and R. Kelly teaming up together and all that shit. Him and Aaliyah, that shit was weird enough. Hell no, I never fuck with Jay-Z.
I can't even argue with you because the moves he tied into all of the weirdos. He's in the company of all of the freaks that been exposed. So it's only right that he get exposed too.
Man, yeah, I just found out that that Fiesta video was shot on Epstein's Island. I just found that out.
Hold on, what video?
The Fiesta video, him and R. Kelly. That's on Epstein's Island, huh?
Oh no.
Hell yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I found all that shit that, like, I read up on a lot of shit. I don't look at Twitter or none of that, but I'm saying, like, like, black and white, you feel me? So, man, he been moving like that for a long time. Like I said, that song Forever Young, it's a whole bunch of bars that he said, 99 Problems, too. That's kind of sus, but, yeah, bro, Jay-Z, man, yeah, he gonna burn in hell for that shit, man. I don't like the shit, like, fucking with kids and all that. I got sisters, especially my older sister. She, you know what I'm saying, she has Down syndrome, you feel me? Mm-hmm. And then, hell, we all went through some shit, you feel me? Especially the women in my family here, they been abused, all types of shit. And you got men like that walking around with money in their pocket thinking they could get over shit like that. Oh, no, bro, shit, God got a day for everybody that does that.
Yeah, do you feel for his kids though? Because they young, they don't know nothing about all of this, man. This been happening before they was even born, but now they got to deal with the aftermath of things that their father allegedly did.
I mean, kids is kids, they're gonna love their daddy regardless. You feel me? Mm-hmm. That's like Diddy kids, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna love him unconditionally, regardless of what's going on. But I hope they have a life for themselves. I hope nobody follow nobody's footsteps. You feel me? And that's all you can pray for as far as where the kids go, you know, because like I said, some of us just born in situations that we can't control, you know what I'm saying? Here, everybody ain't come up in no mother and father household, you know what I'm saying? So, jeez, I don't know, guy. 2025, bro.
It's coming.
Sheesh, you know what I'm saying? Then Cat Williams gonna do another interview with Shay, so hell, I'm be looking out for that too. And you know, we gotta keep up with what's going on because the truth is revealed for everybody. It's not even just in entertainment; it's in reality too. You know, I ain't find out a lot of shit in my life that that we gotta catch up on. But at the end of the day, man, shit, you love who you love and protect who you need to protect. And Jay-Z ass, he gonna go down for that shit, especially Aaliyah. That's fucked up.
It is.
Aaliyah, that's a child, period. Foster Brown was a child, period. You feel me? He knew that. Hell, and then that Larry King, I think, he did an interview talking like he met Beyonce at 15, 16, but made his move when she was 18. Nah, I don't buy that shit at all, you nasty motherfucker.
He did say that. He said he met her when she was young, and kept in touch. And when she got old enough, that's when they went public with this situation.
Man, I don't believe that shit at all, bro. You feel me? Here, like I said, I'm from Alabama. There's some weirdos as is walking around this motherfucker. You think a rich motherfucker could fool me? Man, you got me crazy. Man, you crazy as hell. But, you know, he got that money to make niggas go away, too. So that's why motherfuckers ain't speak up. Not even back in the day when they was doing that shit. They weren't protecting women back in the day. Here, it was damn illegal to, you know what I'm saying, beat up women and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
shit, now,
And what's crazy about Aaliyah, even when she got older, she still had the young body. Like she still was built like she was young. And they was all, it's like they had to have it. So it's safe to say they got it tight. I like a thick curve. If you ain't got no hips, I don't want you. If you ain't curved, if you ain't got the dunk, and I'm not saying that's all that I want, but shit, that's something that catches my eye. A grown woman's figure. Aaliyah never did it for me.
Nah, she's beautiful, but she, like I said, she was still young. She still had a lot of growing to do, a lot of it. She wasn't even mature as fully as people think. You know what I'm saying? And them grown ass men knew that. Hell, even Danny Dash, I can care less for how much love he had for her. You're a grown ass man too.
And no disrespect to Aaliyah. Rest in peace to Aaliyah. But the point I'm trying to make is she never, even when she was old enough to develop, she never developed. And they like girls undeveloped.
Man, they don't want, they can't settle for no woman. A woman gonna fight back and whoop your ass. They can't settle for no woman. You know what I'm saying? See, a little girl that ain't got much training in life or nobody to guide her like that because her parents ain't shit, obviously. You feel me? But, man, it's a cold world we're living in, man.
Yeah, Beyonce wasn't developed like that neither. She didn't have no curvage going on whatsoever. Like now she do, now that she older, and she look damn good, but once upon a time she was built with the boy body as well.
Yeah, all them were Kelly Rowland, Michelle, especially Michelle. Lord have mercy, she's still beautiful. But yeah, I get it. But at the same time, like I said, that's when powerful, strong black women need to be in these young women's lives so they can sit here and tell them the roast of that shit. Some of them gonna bump their head regardless, you know what I'm saying? But they don't got to pay the ultimate price like Aaliyah did, because that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
She
paid the ultimate price.
That's, man, you know what, bro? You the really should have. I need to go before I start crying and stuff, because the points you made, I like to defend people, but I can't even defend this shit. You called in and kept it too real, bro, and I appreciate you for that. That's why the next time when I go live, bro, you got to call back, because we ain't came across nobody as real as you, man. We appreciate your call, but I got to go. We going to holler at you later,
keep doing your shit now, man. We rooting for you, man.
Word up. I appreciate you, man. We going to holler at you later, man.